Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 6, Text 2. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, Canto 10, Chapter 6, the killing of the demon Putna, Text 2. Please, you can repeat. Kamsena prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Kamsena prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Kamsena prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Na prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum shachara nignanti Jadishu Na prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Kamsena prahita ghora Shishum shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Kamsena prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shishum chachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu Matajis Kamsena prahita ghora Putana balaghatini Shachara nignanti Puragrama vrajadishu. The word to word translation. Kamsena by King Kamsa. Prahita engaged previously. Ghora very fierce. Putana by the name Putana. Balaghatini a Rakshasi who killed. Shishun small babies. Chakara wandered. Nignanti killing. Puragrama vrajadishu in towns, cities and villages here and there. Translation and by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. While Nanda Maharaj was returning to Gokul, the same fierce Putana, whom Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies, was wandering about the town, cities and villages, doing her nefarious duty. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I would like to take the blessings of all the senior devotees, all of you, so that we can discuss about this wonderful pastimes of Krishna in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So today we are seeing the killing of Putna demon. Am I audible to everybody? Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna. So, as we know that Putana, which is the first demon who comes in the Krishna Lila, and that is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. Audible? Yeah. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. So this Putana is the first demon who appears on the land of Vraja, and then varieties of, so she becomes the first amongst all the Kamsena Prahita, that Kamsa is going to send so many demons now because Krishna has appeared, and Kamsa wants to subdue, because he knew that Krishna has appeared to kill him, and then he wanted to retaliate by killing that same Krishna. So here also we see that this Putana demon who came, we are going to see how Krishna dealt with Putana. And varieties of explanations are given on this Putana killing by our acharyas. So many lessons also we learn from every activity of Krishna. Because Krishna's activities are not ordinary. Whatever he does, even small things, that also has a great significance. So Putana here, who came as, uh, we know that when Krishna appeared in the jail of Kamsa, and then he was transferred by the will of Krishna through his father, and then Krishna entered into Gokul along with his father, and then he got the daughter of Yashoda, and then the whole pastime happened in Mathura. Akashvani came, and then Kamsa was very afraid. And then Kamsa could understand that his plan of keeping Mother Devaki and Vasudev was spoiled. And he knew that the Lord is very tricky, and then that first plan was spoiled. So now he wanted to make sure that his next plan was to kill Krishna by sending so many demons. But then we see here that Kamsa had sent so many powerful demons, which were even so powerful that even the demigods they were afraid of. What to speak of earthly people? They were so powerful. Even Indra couldn't defeat them. So such powerful demon, they came to Vrindavan to kill Krishna. But then we see that Krishna very effortlessly, he used to kill all these demons. Neither he wanted to make so much disturbance in the sweet atmosphere of Vrindavan. Neither he had such great eagerness to kill them. So we can see that the fight between the demons and Krishna was very short. Sometimes he'll slap, sometimes he'll put his hand, sometimes just kick, and then finish the demons. So one of the Acharya, he describes that the way a loving uncle, generally the mother's side, people are very affectionate to the child. Specifically, mother's immediate people. So, the brother of mother is very extra affectionate to the child. And then he gives many foodstuffs or the gifts, the toys to play for. So here also we see that Kamsa was brother of Devaki, Mama, and then he was giving so many toys in the form of these demons. They were coming, and then Krishna, just as a ordinary child does, he also was playing the role of a human being. Although he was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he used to break them, even just playing. And that was his pastime. And here the Kamsa was getting angry. So the Acharyas describe that why he is getting angry, because he's sending some toys, and as a small boy he is supposed to break it, because that's how the play goes on. So here was the first demon named Putana. Acharyas describe that this Putana represents two things. One, the false gurus who generally divert the spiritual seeker, and second, the fickle mind which also diverts the sincere seeker in spiritual life. So this Putana, although she was very ferocious demoness, she was a witch. And there are different types of demons. There are different types of witches. So one of the type is Putana. What they do, Putana type of demon is, they fly by their mystic powers. They fly, they can sit on the broom and then they can fly. Even the description is there in Srimad, other scriptures, that this Putana took the form of a bird and then flew from Mathura to Vrindavan. And that is not very astonishing, because she could change the form at her will. Because that's how she changed the form to a very beautiful looking lady when she came to Vrindavan. And of course, she was also from a very so-called respectable family. Her family was very nice. Her two brothers were there, Bakasur, Aghasur. And then their master was the greater demon, that is Kamsa. Jai SriSriRadhaRasbihari ki, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaunitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So being the sister of Bakasur and Aghasur, what else we can expect? So she was also very cruel, like her other brothers. And she had a plan that she will kill Krishna, not going in a form of a demon and fighting. She thought that, let me kill the child just like a mother gives some milk, and in the milk she wanted to poison. So that was her plan, to kill Krishna. So then she poisoned her breast with deadly poison. By touching that poison, hundreds of children could be killed instantly. And then the Putana took the form of very beautiful looking lady. She was appearing just like coming from heaven only. Even some of the people in Vrindavan thought that she is Lakshmi only. Or if not Lakshmi, some Devi from heavenly planet. And they thought, because they were so simple hearted, they couldn't think anything doubting her character or anything like that. They thought that because she is so nice, she must be very nice lady, because she is looking very nice. So generally we see this in this world also. People believe when they see something nice. But then we see that everything which glitters is not gold always, specifically in this age. So here all these gopis and gopas, they were thinking that this is Lakshmi or some Devi coming, and she was asking, where is the home where she can find these babies? And when they saw that she is approaching Nanda Maharaja's home, they felt very happy. They felt that she has come to bless our little Krishna, and that is so nice. They felt that our Krishna is so nice, so fortunate, that some lady from heaven is coming and she is blessing. Even Mother Yashoda and Rohini, who are so careful to protect Krishna, they also very easily gave her way. They said, no, please. When she asked that, I want to feed your child so that he will become very powerful, they said, no problem. So then they felt that her status was far superior to them, that she has come and she had so much affection. Mother Yashoda was thinking that Putana was having more love for Krishna than her own love. That is the way the devotees always think. And then when she went inside, Krishna was lying there, just born infant. When Krishna saw Putana coming, Krishna's reaction was he closed his eyes. And this small closing of the eyes by Krishna is explained by different acharyas very extensively. That's how we can see that everything what Krishna does has multiple meanings, multiple uh, things Krishna achieves through that. So one acharya says that why Krishna was closing his eyes, Krishna was thinking that I have come here to establish religion and annihilate the demons. But now, one of the religious thing is not to harm the children, women, brahmanas, old people. That is also religious. And now, this demon has come in the form of mother. So, thinking like this, he was closing his eyes because he has to do something now with the woman to kill her. Because that is like not a very good activity considered in the Vedic culture. We see in Ramayana also when Ram first time came up and then first demon he killed also was women only, Trataka. So now also Krishna was thinking that the same thing I have to do again, killing the woman first. So then with that, which he didn't want to, that's how he closed his eyes. Something we don't want to do it, then person close the eyes. So that was, some acharyas they say that he closed his eyes because he wanted to assure Putana that don't worry, nothing will happen to you. Because if he show his power, Putana may take U-turn and go away, thinking that some danger is there. So to tell Putana that no danger is there, I am just a small boy, please come, feed your milk. So that's how he closed his eyes. Another acharyas they describe that generally when the small boy is there, when the time of drinking milk comes, then he closes his eyes. That is a natural for a child because he feels very secure like that. Another acharya they describe that Krishna closed his eyes because he was remembering the poison drinking pastime of Lord Shiva. So he was thinking that I have to do the same pastime now. And then he was remembering Lord Shiva, telling that, okay, I came here to give pleasure to the devotees, but now this poison has come. So you please do the needful. So like that, Acharyas goes on describing just this one small activity of Krishna closing the eyes. And we see here that when the Putana came, she was very confident. Why she was confident? Because she had killed thousands of children already. And that's how here Bhagavatam says, Putana Balaghatini. That she had a record on her head that she had killed thousands of children. She was very cruel. So one more child was not such a big thing for her. So when she came, took Lord Krishna, who was just in the form of a baby, and then she took on the lap, started feeding her milk, and Krishna also started sucking the milk. So she was very comfortable till then. But then we see here that when something is given to Krishna, Krishna becomes very happy, and then he doesn't want to lose that opportunity, anything given to him. So Krishna caught hold and then started sucking the milk of Putana, and along with all the poison and milk, Krishna sucked off her life breath also. Now she started understanding that Krishna is not a simple small child. Now she started screaming loudly. And people around were not understanding what happened. Why this lady is screaming? But then she understood, she tried her best to take that Krishna off from her breast, but she was unable to do that. Krishna has already caught her. And then she came in the huge demoniac form. Bhagavatam describes that she was 12 mile long, huge, when she fell down in the pasturing ground. And when she appeared like that, it was like a, you can imagine, huge form of Putana, and Krishna was sticking to it. And then it was difficult for her to get Krishna off from her body. And then Krishna, so here Prabhupada writes many places that Krishna is Krishna always. It is not, never that God becomes God, doing some meditation, some yoga, this, that. God is always God, and those who are not God are always not God. They can never become God. So nobody can become God. God is always God, and He remains God in every position. Even if Krishna is very small, just 6 months, 6 days old, still He has all the powers. It is not that Krishna has to go to gym to get some muscles, or Krishna has to do some yogic processes so that he can get the powers. No, Krishna is all powerful always. Whether he is a small child, he is grown up 16-year boy, or he is, whoever he may be. So he is, the same powers are with Krishna all the time. And he doesn't have to acquire these powers. They are with him, inseparable. Only human beings, we have to go around acquiring powers. So we see that in this world also, many times people, they claim themselves to be God. Like in Gujarat, there was a news. The news came that one of the government officer, he told the office, he said, from tomorrow I am not coming to the office. And then he gave the reason that yesterday night only I came to know that I am God. Till now I was not knowing. And yesterday dream came that I am only God. And then I am convinced about it now, because that one dream. And today on my Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Duskritam will start. So I cannot come to the office. So that was a big news. So this kind of gods are useless gods. So there are, you see these 3 categories. One is God, actual God, G-O-D, capital God, that is Krishna. Another is demigods, who are sub category, who are given powers by Krishna, and then they do the universal management, the demigods. And then there are semi-gods. So who are semi-gods? They are, say me God. They tell to other people. Right? So they are semi-gods. They say, I am God, you also tell that I am God. So these semi-gods are available abundantly nowadays. So Prabhupada was many times very heavy on such kind of propagation. But here we see that Krishna, being a small child, he was all powerful to kill this great demoness. Second thing, we see that Krishna was very angry when he caught hold of Putna. Because Krishna was thinking that this demoness had killed so many children. And I want to give great punishment according to her very cruel activities which she had done in past. So Krishna has already planned to kill her. And this is a very excruciating pain she went through when she was dying. But then here we see that Krishna's anger is never with a revengeful attitude. Krishna's anger is never in that bad category. Krishna's anger is just to purify that person. And we can see here that Krishna became angry, even killed Putana, but never felt revenge attitude. Rather, Krishna gave her the highest benediction, which even devotees aspire to get. That Krishna was thinking that she is very bad lady. She has killed already so many children. She needs to be killed. But small good thing is also there in Putana. And that is, she has come in the form of my mother. And if she has come in the form of my mother, I will deal also with her like mother only. So Krishna could see even a small speck of good quality even in Putana. So that is what Krishna is. Krishna is, he can see even unseen very small good quality in somebody and then just focus on that. That gives great hope for people like us who are having so many bad qualities. But then our master is such that he doesn't see all the bad things only. In our case, generally, we see only bad things. Even if small bad is there, generally we focus on that. But then Krishna is just exactly opposite to that. And that's why when Shukadev Goswami heard this shloka, which talks about the supreme merciful nature of this Lord, he was very attracted. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jighan sayapaya yadapya sadhvi lebhe gatim dhatrim uchitam tanonyam kam va dayalum sharanam vrajema. So, says here that what a mercy Krishna is giving. And to whom? Even to a demoness who comes to kill Krishna. So there is a contrast between the most cruel and the most merciful, like that. So the most merciful demoness is given most merciful reward by Krishna, like that. So we see here that Krishna is merciful not only to those who worship him. Krishna is not only merciful to those who have some good intentions, but Krishna is merciful to everybody. He just have to see some little good somewhere. And then Krishna is seeing to shower his mercy. Krishna is just looking for some excuse. And we can see in this case that became an excuse for Krishna to bless this very cruel demoness, that she had come in the form of mother. So she was disguised herself as mother. So like that. So that is the mercy of Krishna. That even in disguise somebody has come with a bad intention, Krishna is equally merciful. Krishna says, no problem. I see you as mother only. Other part, poison and other things, that anyway nothing is going to happen, so I'll take it. You give poison, I take poison. And you came as a mother, that also I take. So even if somebody comes like that, Krishna is so merciful. It happened. I had read one article in Back to Godhead magazine, that how, like you see in our schools, colleges, they have some fashion day, that you can wear any clothes, but some clothes. So, and then you come, and then like some people come in different dresses like that. And then you can come as a traditional dress, or you can come as a things like that. So sometimes devotees, they send their children like a dhoti kurta and things like that. Tilak, you can go like that. So one boy, there were two friends. They were thinking we should do something which is like a out of the world. So they were thinking what dress we should wear. And they had seen devotees in their town. They were the most strange people. Shaven head, some yellow dhoti kurta, something like that. So they said that we'll do that only. So then they went in the market, did the survey, how to wear that and what can be done. They purchased the tilak also, they put the kanthi also, and then they put this dhoti and kurta. And when they went into their school, they were like given the maximum views. So people were very, and they were also very happy. So they were returning back. And by Krishna's mercy, devotees were going in Harinam. And they felt, oh, it's a good time now. So they also joined the Harinam. So devotees were dancing. And these people were not chanting because they had no idea. So the devotees started telling them, you also chant Hare Krishna. So in the back, they were just chanting Hare Krishna as a mocking, joking, like that. So, and then some people used to come and meet them. And then they used to say, what are you doing? This is just fun, they used to say. This is all bogus, they used to say. We are just making fun. So that was their attitude. But then, the devotees, they thought that these are so too enthusiastic participants in the parade. So they took them to the temple, gave them some prasad, like that. And then they liked prasad. They thought that it is very nice. So the journey started with disguise, but they landed in actually becoming devotees after just 1 month. Because now devotees started calling them, giving them mercy. And now they are wonderful devotees, both of them, in the temple, going there and doing services and things like that. So we see that actually they came to their idea was not to join the Harinam Sankirtan. They just wanted to make a fun. But then Krishna is such that in any way you come in touch with Krishna, whether casually, whether intentionally, unintentionally, even with wrong desire like Putna, somebody has come and then she was transformed. Of course, the lesson is not that we come like Putna. The lesson is not that. Lesson is that even somebody else comes like that, he also has some scope. Krishna gives mercy. So she came in the original form, and that was like huge. So one thing we understand that somebody who is cheating cannot retain that cheating for a long time. That's how they say, na? You can cheat some people for some time, not all people for all time. That's not possible. So cheaters will be there in this world. Why the cheaters will be there? You know why there are cheaters? You know why there are cheating gurus? Because there is a market for these cheating gurus. That's the law of market. Wherever there is a demand, there is production. So unless there is a demand of false gurus, cheating gurus, there cannot be production of cheating gurus. So what do you mean? People want to be cheated? Yes, people want to be cheated. Because somebody who is having 50 rupees in his hand and then he goes to the market to get a golden necklace with 50 rupees in his hand. What happens is he lands up in some shop where the golden jewelry, which looks like golden jewelry, is also sold at 50 rupees. Bentex and many other type of jewelry. Looks exactly like gold, but then, and then that's how he purchases 50 rupees necklace, diamond necklace, 50 rupees. So similarly, when people, they go to the spirituality, but then they are not ready to spend, they are not ready to pay the price which is needed to purchase Krishna. They are not ready to spend or have capacity or even desire to spend that. Like for example, in ISKCON, when somebody comes, we tell them that see, if we have to do bhakti of Krishna, then we have to follow rules and regulations. We tell no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit connections. So we tell them the rules and regulations. Sometimes people feel, oh, this is too much, very costly. Other people are so cheap. You just do anything and just chant some mantra and then you become spiritualist. Just do meditation and do whatever you want. So such cheap gurus will be available in the market and they become very famous. So the cheap guru's business is actually nurtured by those people who want such cheap thing. Because they want, that's how the gurus are there like that. Those who are cheaters in the market. So when this Putna came and then she couldn't contain her ghastly outlook, then she came in the original form. She couldn't be a very beautiful lady the way she had come. And then she ran out along with Krishna in the pastures. All the Mother Yashoda, Devaki, all the gopis, they were so frightened to see that something like that had happened. They also ran behind. And then she went in the pasturing ground and then she fell down because she had lost her life. Bhagavatam describes that when she fell, she practically broke so many trees on the way. 12 miles. And then the Bhagavatam and other scriptures they describe that she fell, Krishna made her fell down exactly on Kamsa's garden because Kamsa also had so many gardens there. There is no mention of she fell and then so many houses were crushed. No, Krishna made sure that she goes out from Brajabhumi and doesn't create any destruction in Braja. Krishna took her out, made her die, and along with that, he made sure that Kamsa's very special garden was there. That also was destroyed. So we see here, when we do anything bad to others, it comes back. Kamsa wanted to kill and do harm to Krishna, but in turns, he only was affected. So that is the law of nature. And we see here that when she was dead, lying there, people were afraid even to go near, but they knew that Krishna is very peacefully playing. So they climbed the body of Putana, they took off Krishna, and when they took Krishna off from the body of Putana, they started so many purificatory processes because they knew that Krishna is now haunted by this ghostly being. And then there is a great description what they did. It comes in Srimad Bhagavatam that they took Krishna in the form of this small baby. They were rotating the tail of cow around the body of Krishna to make Krishna free of all the bad influence. They bathed Krishna with cow urine. They were putting tilak on Krishna's body, 12 parts, the way we devotees put, to protect Krishna, and they were chanting mantras also. So Prabhupada writes that this is what the Vedic culture is. The Vedic culture is that even the gopis who were household ladies, they also knew these mantras and the ways by which one is protecting the children. So they were all doing that. And then they made Krishna lay down. And then Mother Yashoda took Krishna again on the lap and started feeding the milk. Because when Mother Yashoda was giving the milk, that is generally the idea that if health of child is not good or some bad effect is there on the child, generally he will not eat or drink anything, specifically mother's milk. So they, after the whole purification, they wanted to testify that purification has worked and Krishna is now okay. So Mother Yashoda started feeding the milk. And then Mother was very pacified when she saw Krishna drinking her breast milk. Then she was very peaceful that, okay, now Krishna is out of danger. Now Krishna is no problem. So this pastime of Putana coming to Vrindavan, in the mood of mother, but the mind was very sharp like a razor. Bhagavatam describes that she was exactly like a sharp sword, which is very dangerous, but in a very colorful, designed case. From outside, the case looks very beautiful. Diamonds are studded, nice design is there. But inside that case is a very sharp, deadly sword. So she was like that. So we see that her activity externally and her mental status internally were two different. She came as a mother but wanting to kill. Why like that? The scriptures they describe that in her previous life, she was sister of Bali Maharaj called Ratnamala. And when Bali Maharaj was doing a great sacrifice, Vamana Dev came in the form of a small dwarf, small child looking. And when Vamana Dev came, Vamana Dev was so beautiful, so effulgent, that this Ratnamala also was attracted to Vamana Dev. She thought that such a beautiful child, it will be so nice if I also have the same child so that I can feed some milk. So there was a motherly affection in the heart of Ratnamala seeing Vamanadev. And Vamandev could take the note. He said, don't worry, I'll give you the opportunity. But when the whole pastime happened, how Bali Maharaj became bankrupt and then everything was taken away by Vamandev. Vamandev took 3 steps and then covered everything. After seeing this, Ratnamala became very angry. She said that I thought this is like a small cute child, but then the small cute child has now become enemy. He has destroyed my whole family. And then with that anger, she felt that I should made this small child drink poison so that he can be killed. Vamandev said, Tathastu, no problem. That also accepted. So the same Ratnamala who had these twin desires, one to feed the milk to Krishna in the form of Vamanadev and to feed the poison also. Then same Ratnamala appeared in Krishna Lila as Putana. And she desired both and Krishna accepted that both. And then there is a historical exchange of Krishna with this Putana. So now, at this time, Putana is there in spiritual world, doing great service to Krishna. So we can see that how Krishna can reciprocate to extreme, because Putana was going to another extreme of very ghastly, cruel behavior. Krishna thought that, okay, if she is going to such extreme, then I also should go to another extreme of showing my mercy. So here we see that Krishna and Krishna's devotees, they don't do tit for tat. Eat ka jawab patthar se. That is not how the devotees they do. They are even merciful to their demon. They are even merciful to their who are against, who are having a very bad feelings. Their enemies. To them also they feel good. So what we can do in this case is, one great lesson we learn is that even if we may not like somebody, we may be angry on somebody, we may have a very bad feelings for somebody, we can go in front of Radha-Rasbihari and tell that Radha-Rasbihari, please give your mercy to this person whom I feel very bad about. It's possible, little difficult, but then if you do that, Krishna will be very happy. That is one of the first step of when somebody is becoming devotee. The devotee doesn't keep the revengeful attitude. Devotee doesn't, keep the animosity for anybody. He may feel anger, but he behaves as a well-wisher. For that matter, whatever he has to do, that he will do. He has to fight, he will fight. He has to, oppose, he will oppose. He will, do whatever is needed. But in his heart, he will pray for that person. That is the sign of a devotee. We see in case of Prabhupada also, he was praying for those, even he was not knowing who they are. He was praying for those who didn't reciprocate with him properly. And that is what the devotee is. So, these 3 types of gurus which Putana represents. First, that is the gurus who are very eager for getting some material benefits. They are bhukti kamis. Actually, he is a guru. He is supposed to give spiritual knowledge. He is supposed to guide spiritually. But then we find that some gurus are more eager to get wealth. Some gurus are more eager to get facilities. Some gurus are more eager to enjoy in this world. And there are many such like that who are bogus. They are not in the category of genuine gurus. So, this kind of gurus who are for their own glorification, they see how I am becoming bigger. So, when Prabhupada, he was also very successful, he was so many followers, and then he had so many big temples like this all over the world. At one place, when Prabhupada was going, hundreds of devotees had come to kind of to see him when he was coming in the airport. The whole airport was filled with devotees doing Harinam. And when the Prabhupada appeared, they all fell down on the ground touching. So all the people there, they were very astonished to see that, how people are so mad. Just one, old person is coming and they are so mad. So this reporter who was there, very sarcastically he asked Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, do you get the same reception wherever you go? So he was not so happy with that reception, the way he was received. He said, why so much? So Prabhupada was not at all for that reception. Prabhupada very frankly told him, he said, see, I don't mind how they receive me. But I really mind and I'm concerned and I'm eager how they receive my message. So it is not how they receive me, but how they receive my message. If they receive my message nicely, I am very happy. Otherwise not. So Prabhupada was carrier of the message of Krishna. He was not for his own glorification. So that is how the real guru is. Guru is not going around making his own name. And then some gurus are there who are telling people that okay, you be detached, don't be sense gratifiers. But then they teach not bhakti, they teach mukti as the highest. So these gurus are also bogus, because they are actually taking you away from Krishna's devotional service. If somebody says that just Shanti, Shanti, that is the perfection. But then if that Shanti is taking you away from the person who is source of Shanti, Krishna, then that becomes a great cheater. So he is also cheater. So that's how this mukti type of people, they are very, they do so many world jugglery and they try to prove something which actually it is not. Prabhupada was walking and then generally Prabhupada was so eager to know about everything if he is coming across. Like Prabhupada was walking in the forest because generally Prabhupada will take morning walk. So he was walking with some people, some devotees. And then he came across one new type of tree. And then Prabhupada says, what is this tree? Because Prabhupada knew many botanical names of trees also. So then he asked, what is this tree? So one devotee looked at the tree. He was not very sure. So he said, Prabhupada, maybe. And when Prabhupada heard that word, maybe, Prabhupada was like fire. He became so angry. He said, maybe. And then he like charged, like so many bullets, bombs came out. He said, what nonsense, maybe. And this devotee couldn't understand what is happening. He just said, it's like, generally we use like that. So he said, what is this nonsense maybe? If you don't know, you say, no, I don't know. Don't unnecessarily use your brain to justify something. So Prabhupada was not angry with that devotee. Just, he was trying to tell Prabhupada. But he was very angry with this tendency to tell things from his own mind. Generally, that's how people are there in this world. They say that maybe Bhagavad-gita says like this. Maybe I think Krishna should have done like this. Maybe I feel God is like this. Or, so there is so much of such material, starting with maybe, which has nothing to give and take. It can never do anything good to the human society. So Guru is only to give something truth. There is no question of maybe, ifs, buts, like that. So that is genuine Guru. He tells, here is God, his name is Krishna, we are soul, and then our eternal life is to serve Krishna. That's it. Not maybe we are souls and maybe Krishna is God and maybe this and that. No. So this is second type of cheating Guru, that he tells his own things. And third is unrestricted fickle mind, which takes spiritualist away from the path. So that is also, because generally in this world, many times people they say that, no, we don't need Guru. Why we need agent in between? God is there, we are there, direct. No agent in between. But then we see that no Guru means by default there is one Guru. You know what? Mind. So their own mind becomes default Guru, and whatever mind says, they do. And we have so many experiences in our own life how mind had cheated us so many times. Mind had cheated us in our habits, mind had cheated in our life so many times. But still we keep that cheating mind as our Guru, as our reference. He says, if my mind had said like that, I will surely do it. So that is third type of people who are cheating themselves. So by the mercy of Prabhupada, we are saved from such cheating type of gurus and cheating mind, which is there within, who acts like a cheating guru. So we see in this Putana's whole pastime that how Krishna takes the role of giving highest mercy to the lowest of demon. The most cruel demon gets the highest. And that's how it comes, Kamva Dayalu Sharanam Vrajem. Where is the another merciful master whom I can take shelter of other than Krishna? And then we see this, that we should be careful when we are hearing something, spiritual topics, when we are learning spiritual topics. Nowadays it has become a fashion. You want something spiritual stuff, you go to one guru, and that is called as Google. Google it. And then it keeps googly. And then you are clean bowled, because you get anything and everything. So Guru is Guru, who is having a clean character, pure behavior, and he has bhakti for Krishna. Then you can be benefited. Not that. So one has to be very careful when we are dealing in this world. Hare Krishna. Any comments, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna. Putana pastime happened on the 6th day of Krishna's birth. So Harishauriji comments that usually Brahmaji writes our Bhagya on the 6th day after we born. So Putana came to change the destiny of Krishna But Krishna is so merciful, he changed her destiny. Radha Govind Maharaj says that in order to understand Krishna Katha, 10th canto Bhagavatam, you have to be a little bit crazy. Because Putana Palagatini, when Sukadeva Goswami described Putana, who is the killer of children, she is coming to Vraj. Parikshit Maharaj became very frightened, started shaking. Because already this past time happened. Then Sukadeva Goswami is saying, don't worry Maharaj, wherever Krishna's names are chanted, all these demons and all, they have no place. Because he is assuring. Like that, yeah. Because both of them are crazy, he said. That's what we have to be. Like that. This Radha Govind Maharaj says that just imagine Rohini and Mother Yashoda could not recognize this cheating personality, Putana, who came in the form of Lakshmi Devi like that. So what to speak of us, how difficult it is to recognize a very genuine person. That is why usually we should not praise a living person so much because he can do anything. Like that. One more comment is Putana means she took Krishna on her lap. At least at that time she should have changed her mind. Even though she took Krishna on the lap, still Putna means she did not get purified. So like that, we are also like Putna, even though we are doing so much devotional service, our heart is not becoming purified. If we are not getting purified, then we are also Putna. Like that. There are so many things. One last comment is, there is two words, wish and vishaya. There is only one syllable difference, visha and vishaya. Wish is dangerous only when it is taken. But vishaya, even if somebody thinks about them, it is one will fall down. That is why the lesson that we learn from Putana is, even though Putana offered wish, Krishna received it and then purified her. Even in the same way, even if we have our vishaya in our heart, we should dedicate them to Krishna. Then Krishna will take them and purify them and give it back in a very proper way. So that is why one should have this, develop this habit of saying Krishna Arpanamastu, Krishna Arpanamastu all the time. Whatever we get, we should say Krishna Arpanamastu. In the end of the day, whatever we have, activities we have done, we should Kayena Vacha Manasendriya, we should offer to Krishna. Then Krishna will take them and purify us and then make us like Putana. Then one more comment is Putana, Vishnu Jagataga says, she did not reach Vrindavan. She is, because she didn't perform pure devotional service. So she is only in Vaikuntha, like Matrubhav.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah, last.
Hare Krishna. Question, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So this Putana represents duplicitous, you mentioned. So in general, when we see Westerners, they're kind of more of blunt. They express it openly, whatever is there. When it comes to Indians, especially not devotees, non-devotees, they have this fear of unknown people that they don't know about their character, personality. So initially, when they come in newly in touch with them, so they had to hide their feelings, emotions, what they think about them. So is it considered as a duplicitous nature of hiding what I am? Even devotee circles, when we stay long with someone, it comes more of very default nature. There also, after some time, we understand better, keep it, my things with me. So is it kind of duplicitous nature? Can we say this as a duplicity, not simplicity? We are not following simplicity like that. Can we consider this as a duplicitous nature?
I remember when this Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj was talking about, he was talking about fake it till you make it. And then he was telling that under some footnotes are there that you don't think that you have become it. So, second is, he said that we do that as a progressive activity, that we have idea that we have to reach to some place, and with that activity we do. Neither we are doing it to show to others that I have reached that position, neither we ourselves conclude that okay, I have reached that position. So when we are, for example, a child is walking, he is not able to walk, he falls, but still he is trying to walk. That is not considered duplicitous. He is not able to walk, but still he is trying to walk, because his goal is very clear that I want to walk. I don't want to just. So similarly, a devotee may be beginner and he may have difficulties, but our desire is to become pure. So we are. It is like somebody is muddy, but then he has a desire to get purified, washed off, then he goes under a shower. So now somebody may ask that you are under shower also and still some mud is there. That is not considered duplicitous, because he is still under the shower. So like that, because that mud will go away eventually.
Just cross-checking. So it is not duplicitous.
It is not
to get hided from unwanted things, unwanted people.
with intention that I want to be
progress.
purified.
Yeah. With the intention of progress.
Ah.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा। पुतना इतनी पापी होने पर भी प्रभु ने उसका उद्धार किया। तो कोई भी पापी है, तापी है, जो कोई भी व्यक्ति जब प्रभु के शरण में आते हैं तो प्रभु की कृपा से उनका उद्धार हो सकता है और जीवन हो सकता है सफल। हरे कृष्ण।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रीमद् भागवतम की। हरे कृष्ण।
Is